Okay, so we have another question that is, explain the essential functions of legal process as discussed by Alan Watson. All right, now when we talk about legal process, all right, what is legal process? Legal process basically means some process which is set. It may be that you have the right to go to court, file a case, and like prove and give all the evidences against the other person. It might be that you have a right to ask for arbitration, you have a right to ask for negotiation. Okay, there are so many different processes which are being set in order to ensure that ultimately justice is served to the people. All right, so based on the opinion of Alan Watson, what are the functions of legal process that you need to explain? Now for this, right, Alan Watson's thing, you actually have this entire PDF of 79 pages wherein he has like given his theory. All right, so it's in the PDF format. Most of the colleges do provide for this PDF to the students as well. But yeah, we need to know what are the essential functions which he has mentioned. Okay, so first of all, concept of legal process has been defined differently by different jurists. They also have differences in terms of their opinion regarding the functions of legal process. Like today, if you ask me, I may give you certain points what I feel are the essential functions of a legal process. If you ask another person, that person may give his own opinion. So as such, we don't have like a set thing. Differences in opinions are there. Different people have given like different opinions in terms of what is legal process and what are the functions of legal process. Okay, if we talk about Alan Watson, he is a professor in civil law at University of Edinburgh. So Watson authored nearly 150 books and articles, many of which have been translated into from English to other languages as well, because of the kind of philosophy that he has put forward in those writings. They are being translated in different languages also. And that's probably one of the reasons why you have that as your like part of legal methods syllabus. Like legal methods as a subject also, it's a very newly added subject. It's added like some 2, 3, 4 years back only. So this topic is also been included there, that what are the functions of legal process as mentioned by Alan Watson. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So functions of legal process as discussed by Alan Watson. According to Alan Watson, laws are not developed as a result of the relation that's there between law and society. As per him, the people who have lawmaking power may come to know about some rules that are working well in a foreign country and they borrowed the same. Now there are different viewpoints on why law has come into being. Okay, there are some people who said that because people were feeling insecure, crimes were increasing, problems were increasing, people said that, okay, fine, we are voluntarily like accepting that we will abide by the rules, but give us some rules. There are some other opinions wherein the philosopher said that no, it's with human evolution, people realize that we need rules and regulations. So whatever was the need, based on that, rules were framed. Like that, we have differences in terms of opinion. But as per Alan Watson, its laws have not developed because law and society are related. Like for yesterday, we were discussing, in fact, that for peaceful existence of society, for harmony, we need laws. So this is nothing but sort of a relation that's there between law and society, right? And which in fact is true also. We see so many legislations coming into being because we need that in the society. But Alan Watson was of a different opinion. He said it's not because of this relation that people claim to be there between law and society. But the probable reason for laws coming into being might be that the lawmakers, okay, lawmakers might have seen that in a certain foreign country, there is a concept, there is a certain law which is working pretty good. So they decided to borrow it in India also. And his viewpoint is also correct. Like, are you aware that the Constitution of India, in fact, is borrowed from various countries, like provisions? Okay, in fact, the Constitution of India is also considered as like a bag of borrowings. Many of the provisions are borrowed from foreign countries' constitutions. Are you aware of this thing?
Ma'am, can you repeat it once again, ma'am?
Constitution of India that we have, whatever provisions are there, most of them are borrowed from foreign countries' constitutions.
Ma'am, no, ma'am.
No.
I'm not.
Okay, so when you read Constitution, you would get this concept. It is called as a bag of borrowings. That means so many things we have borrowed from so many countries. It's like a combination or like a collection of different concepts. Same was the viewpoint of Alan Watson. He said it's not because there is a relation between law and society. It's because the lawmakers have probably seen something working good in a certain country. They just decided to borrow it, apply it in a given society as well. However, such legal process undergoes some changes to meet the needs and requirements of the new society. Because we have borrowed it from a certain foreign country, we need to make the necessary changes for it to apply properly in India or in the concerned country. And in fact, this has happened for Constitution as well. The framers of Constitution borrowed different concepts, but to ensure that it works properly in India, they made some changes here and there, and after that they applied it in India. So sometimes when you are borrowing it from a foreign country, for it to apply in this current country, you need to maybe make some changes as well. So same was the viewpoint given by Alan Watson. Thus, legal process may act as a great source of law and act as an inspiration for foreign countries to incorporate the same provisions. When we see something is working very good, that would that would inspire other foreign countries also, that why not we also add this thing in our country. Like that, legal process has evolved, legal processes developed as per him. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Watson did not accept that there is a close relationship between law and society. As per him, the people who make laws may have come and they have made the modifications and made the rules or regulations applicable in India. Now, there are 6 main functions that Alan Watson has identified, which are nothing but functions of legal process. These are, first of all, to resolve dispute by doing or in order to do justice. Now, when do parties go to court? Parties go to court only when there is a certain sort of dispute between two persons. It may be for commission of a crime, it may be for violation of a contract, so many different reasons, right? When a case is filed, it's always like one party going against the other one. There is a dispute between them. So the main purpose of legal process is to resolve the dispute by using those different legal processes, settle down the dispute. Why? In order to provide justice, because the ultimate aim of legal process is to serve justice. So resolve the dispute, provide justice to the parties.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, to resolve the dispute by establishing the facts and applying relevant rules of law to them. When we are resolving the dispute, it's not just about resolving the dispute, it's also about mentioning the facts, clearing the situations. Like in many cases, you would see Supreme Court said this, Supreme Court said that. Like in 2021, in fact, there was a case where Supreme Court said that adult persons has a right to choose their life partner as well. They don't need to take approval or consent from their parents. If they like someone, they can get married to that person. So what did Supreme Court do over there? They established these facts and principles. right? They not just settled that certain matter, but they also established it very clearly that other people have this right. Okay, so when a certain case is decided, dispute is resolved by way of legal process, they also want to establish certain facts and applying relevant rules there, that you have a right to choose your life partner also. So this is also another function of legal process as mentioned by Alan Watson. Next one is to resolve the dispute in the interest of immediately involved parties. As in, when a case will be filed, there would be two parties, right? So the main purpose is to, in the interest of these two parties, we need to settle the dispute so that they can get a remedy. The one who has done a wrong, that person is answerable in the criminal law, that person has to pay compensation or whatever relief remedy is available, right? In the interest of those two parties who approach the court, we need to use legal process and resolve the dispute so that they can settle in their matter, whatever was the issue or problem amongst them. To resolve the dispute in the best interest, economic interest of the society at large. It's not just about these two parties who are involved in the dispute, but it's about the economic interest of this entire society. Right? Sometimes Supreme Court or High Courts, you will see, would say that this is very much important. Okay, like in that same case which I am mentioning. Okay, I'll just maybe tell you the case name also. It was Lakshmibai versus State of Karnataka. Okay, in this case, while deciding it, Supreme Court said that, like with time we have accepted like people from different religion and stuff, right? Like we are okay making friends with people from a different religion. We are okay if our neighbors are from a different religion, but still we have not accepted it, like inter-religion, inter-caste marriages, we have not accepted. So what Supreme Court said is that we need to allow people to get married to whomever they like, just in order to ensure there is this sort of acceptance as well. So what Supreme Court is doing, it's not just thinking about interest of those two persons, but it's thinking about interest of the society at large also. Okay, sometimes when we, yeah.
Ma'am, and we can relate the second point and fourth point as well, ma'am. As the Supreme Court in 2021 said that adult can marry anyone without their parents' permission. And as I said for the fourth point, you can marry any person from any religion, and the Supreme Court is providing for all the people. It's not only like solving the case of an individual, but it's solving the problem of all the people, the younger one who will be like the one who will come to the stage and can do the marriage however they wish and they will.
Yeah, the second part you can maybe mention in the third point, that goes more well. For economic interest, I can give you another example. Okay, like in many cases, Supreme Court has said that, okay, if there is a case of check bounce or something, we need to take up the matter very quickly because it's about commerce, it's about different businesses that people are doing. So courts have also taken up these matters with, like quickly they want to resolve this matter. They want this, they don't want parties to suffer basically, because it would affect economic interest of the society. Like take for example, if there is a check bounce case, you have filed the case. At a later stage, if there is options available for you to settle the matter with the party, like compromise, if you can do, you go for that because it is affecting economic interest of the society at large. If you are unnecessarily involved or dragging the case, you are basically wasting your time. Rather, that time you can put in your business, which would promote economic interest of the society. So there are many such instances where Supreme Court has taken up such matters as well, that these matters should be quickly resolved because we don't want it to affect economic interest of the society also. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Next one is to resolve the dispute in best economic interest. Okay, this we discussed. To resolve the dispute in best economic, social, political interest of the ruling class. whoever is there at the ruling class, for their interest also, that also they would think. Like take for example, if a matter comes before the Supreme Court would not simply just give a decision. They might observe also. They might say that for this certain matter, it's high time that legislature takes up the matter, they frame a certain law, they make it very clear. Okay, so they may even talk about these other organs as well, that there is high time that legislature takes up the matter. Then sometimes they may say that, okay, fine, in this certain matter, like in the same case which I mentioned, right, Lakshmi Bai case, Supreme Court also said that there is a need that police officers are given some trainings. Okay, trainings are being given so that they know how to deal with such sort of sensitive matters. It's very much important. So those things also we can include here. It's not just about those two people involved, but it's about other departments, other organs of government, and the society at large, which the legal process would think about and act accordingly. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Like what was basically happening is that she was like from Karnataka, she went to Delhi, she got married, and then the police officer in Karnataka was like, you come here, you give your statement that you got married, otherwise I will file a kidnapping case against your husband. So she was like, I don't want to go to Karnataka because there is risk involved, right? My parents might cause me harm or something. I don't want to go to Karnataka. So police officer was like insisting, no, you will have to come, otherwise I will file a case against your husband. So in that case, Supreme Court said that police officers should not be doing that. So they need some sort of training also, like how to deal with these sort of sensitive matters. Okay, so like that, it not just things about those two parties, but as a whole for the entire organs.
Was both couple from the same religion, ma'am?
No, different religion. Okay.
Different religion, and she went from Karnataka to Delhi, ma'am?
I think same religion, like caste was different. She was like from Karnataka, South Indian, and he was, I think, some this one, Punjabi or something. He was like different, like religion was same Hindu, but different this thing. Caste is different. Yeah. Okay, so next is to resolve the dispute with specific object of inhabiting further unregulated conflict. So when a certain matter is being decided, they also need to see that those sort of matters do not repeat. Like most of the times we see that purpose of law is also to like set an example for other like-minded people, that if you do this, you also would face this sort of a consequence and other stuff. So they just want to ensure that some, like for some matters, they want to set it very clear also that this sort of matter should not be coming to us, or this is the law. They want to like make everything very clear so that parties unnecessarily do not come to court, and whoever is coming, they are getting proper justice. Okay, like legal process as such is not just about the conflicting parties, but it has a lot more things to do for the society at large. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
This is clear, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, and then you can simply give like this opinion that, like you can conclude by giving your own opinion also, that yes, whatever Ellen Watson has said, we see that happening in the in our own country also. Like if you can give some examples and stuff, you can conclude like that, like why you maybe agree or disagree with the point of view which is given by Ellen Watson. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that other thing, I had shared one video, I guess, right? Did you see that? Ideas of law?
Yeah, ma'am. Not completely, because I had some college assignments to be done, ma'am. Okay. I had seen, ma'am.
Okay. So actually, right, that concept is a little complicated. So I wanted you to like, first watch the video so that you have some idea. After that, we can discuss it. Otherwise, it might be like too much because there are too many theories, right? So you can do one thing then. You can go through that entire video. After that, we will discuss that part in the class so that it's not confusing for you. Okay.